Hi guys, in this video, I'm gonna be building a DIY bobber. I'm gonna do it right now, so just be ready. So first, we can use a Nerf gun bullet or anything that floats, but I'm using a Nerf gun bullet today because that's all I have. So I'm just gonna cut off the protection on the front with a knife. If you're ever doing this and your parents don't let you, just get their permission. It's really hard. Just rip it off now. Now, if you're able, you're able to put your line through the two holes right here and down here, or you can poke two holes on the top and the bottom, so your line will go through. And then so you'll just attach some line and you can cast it out. It'll kind of fly when you're casting if it's windy, but it's like an actual bobber. It's really light and that it has nothing in it that'll make it sink. But water can still get in it. But I tested a thing before. I've done one of these before, and I tested on water with some fishing line, and it floated still, even though no water got in. So that's good. And then it'll float like a real bobber. Since it's my first video, I'll show you around and all the things of my animals that I have. Okay, let's go. We're going to see all his fish.
Downstairs is kind of dark.
So
This is his room.
This is my 6.5 gallon fish tank that we bought at Petco, and we got some assorted guppies and some ghost shrimp and a live guppy plant and some water snails. So this kind of filter. It's a top fin. It's a top fin quiet filter that it's quiet. So if you have it in a room, it won't be distracting. And then let's move on, and I'll show you my sister's tank.
I have a betta fish. His name is Blue.
This is her betta fish. This is a male half moon betta fish from Petco, always with an air bubbler, and a blue artificial palm tree and blue plant. Let's move on to my about what I would say around 7-gallon pond. This is the lighting might be bad, but I hope you guys can see. I don't know, but this is my probably around 8-7 gallon fish pond. It's new and it's a little murky, so because I just cleaned it out because the gardeners got a bunch of debris in it. So like I said, it's new. So I'm thinking on getting some mosquito fish they're a type of fish that you can basically find in any place around North America. They eat mosquito larvae, and they're really good for the environment. I'm also getting maybe some bullfrog tadpoles and some crawfish from off Amazon. From the polar bear's crawfish breeding. That is, I don't know where it's located, but it's somewhere in North America where they have crawfish. So we're gonna move on to
The kitchen fish.
now. Let's go to my kitchen fish there, and I also have one mosquito fish, and I'm gonna get some more when I go up to Santa Margarita Lake, located by by Atascadero and Santa and San Luis Obispo, also called SLO. So that is my mosquito fish tank that I had for quite a bit. I would say almost a year, maybe. No, not a year.
Like 3 months.
Like 3 months. And then let's move on to this. This tank, I'm sorry with all this stuff. This tank has one live, we caught it, one live water snail, but I'm not sure what kind. We caught it in South Lake Tahoe, California, at the trout reservoir, and there's also 2 baby Daniels that we got them on a trip.
And if you see, actually one of them has one eye right there. We just got it like that.
They'll pretty much we feed the minnows the goldfish flakes. They're from Pet Supermarket, South Lake Tahoe, and then that little tank is from Pet Supermarket too. But that little tank we got from Petco online. And then the gravel and that artificial plant just came with it. We're gonna wrap it up right now. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe and like the video. Bye.
Bye.